Welcome to Kyle App presented by Agnox. My name is Tom Ag and I'm joined by Shrek, Billy, and Agjack, and we are fucking losers again.
That's all we do.
Azure.
It's the classic Aggies way to finish the season. Start 7-1, hopes are high, one win away from the SEC title, and then you finish 8-5 and lose the fucking Las Vegas Bowl to a terrible USC team.
Has it ever been different other than losing more games than 8 or less wins than 8 wins? Have we ever done differently than that except for the COVID year?
No, we actually just remixed the original 5-0 start and changed it to a quick 7-1 where it felt a little bit different. Personally, prefer the 5-0. Feels a little bit cooler. Don't have to really talk myself into it that much. We're good. But then, yeah, obviously it came crashing back down to earth. 1-4 to finish it's beautiful.
I think this was worse because this is like we started off and it was a close game with Notre Dame. After that, you change the quarterback and you feel like you have momentum and things are changing, and then it all falls apart.
But also, don't you think like Elko? None of us thought Elko would be like have teams that just gave the fuck up, right? Like nobody thought that Elko's team was going to finish 1-4.
I don't think they gave up. That's not the vibe I get at all.
Okay, well they
bad.
fucking gave up. They're fucking losers. They need to figure it out.
I actually agree with Agjack on this one. I don't think the team gave up. We were like genuinely, unfortunately, we were just a few like very key mistakes away from being a totally different result, which I guess should be hopeful for going forward. If you look back and think about it, but there's plenty that could have gone the other way, right? Like the LSU game, I think we all agree was like a huge turning point that we felt like we were back falsely. LSU was bad this year. They lost 4 games in a row immediately following that. But there's plenty, like, again, we catch a ball at Auburn. We make some plays at South Carolina. We convert some 4th downs at Texas. It's a totally different season.
Yeah, but I think at the same time, like, there was a point, I think, right after the South Carolina game where we got on the pod, and I think I was joking a little bit. I was like, look at our schedule. We were looking back at our schedule, and it was like, wait, do we suck? Like, we might actually suck. Like, we might have been getting lucky in some of the, like the Arkansas game, we got kind of lucky. There were a couple other close ones where it could have gone either way. And I don't know. I just felt like maybe our record looked better than we actually were. And then it came crashing down at the end.
I mean, Mizzou was the only good team that we beat, and they were ass. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that.
I mean, it feels like y'all are plumping up just saying we fucking suck. I mean,
bro, like,
whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say, ball could have bounced different, this and that. Like they just weren't there.
We just suck.
Like every pivotal moment just was not there. Like besides the LSU fucking being retards, like that's the only moment all season where it was truly like, all right, it was a big time thing and they handled their fucking business. But it wasn't. Like, that's what I'm saying. It was a facade.
No, we're on the same page. It's like the reason why we pumped it up was because of the record, but there were red flags all along the way. We just thought that we were going to get better by the end of the year, and it kind of flipped, and we were still the same team by the end of the year. That's the biggest problem. We don't have to go over the entire game, but let's just like cover the big stuff. Obviously, we're up 24-7 with 20 minutes left in the game. So 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Their quarterback, I think in the first half, was like 6 for 19 with 62 yards and 2 interceptions or something like that. Like, crazy. And they come back and win the game. Obviously, we score the touchdown with like a minute 40 left and then let them walk down the field to win it. Not even just to tie it, to win it. That was so insane. I think that one corner, I forgot who it was. Was it Ricks? Gave up every single catch on that drive.
Also gave him the most yards in the SEC, and I think 7th most nationally over the year.
Is this the guy who always does a fucking seatbelt celebration?
No, it's not.
Everybody.
I mean, like, I feel like 80% of DBs do that.
It's actually a samurai sword celebration.
It's fucking dull as shit, dude. What the fuck?
I think we skipped over some of the positive notes of the game, perhaps.
Like what?
Well, let's
Marcel
do the
had a great
negative
game.
first.
Marcel played well without running. I think he only had like 20 yards rushing, something like that, at least before the last drive. Played a great game through the air, forced a pass for an interception. Noah Thomas break hands for an interception. But overall, he played really well. I think it was good to see him push the ball and be able to make stuff happen with his arms and not even really rely on his legs at all.
We just did dumb shit. Like Elko, remember in the Auburn game when it was a running clock at the end for them to tie it or whatever, and he called a timeout when they were like setting up a goal line for them with like 20 seconds left. He did the same fucking thing in this game for USC. And it's like
a coaching preference though. So like some coaches want to get their defense set.
That's a defensive coach for sure.
In that situation, I just don't. Like, I know what you're saying. I know they're like, oh, we don't have the right defense in, or like, we're getting caught off guard here, or whatever. Like, we got to, dude, that's a situation where the offense is under the pressure and they have to call their own timeouts. You can't give them a break and let them reset because they're already better than you at that point. I don't know. I'm as fuck.
The thing is, dude, we've regressed as a fucking program to the point where like people didn't even clown us. Like, we're 8-5. No, I mean, yeah, we got clowned for like what, half a day? Like you were 8-5, 8-6, then you lost to USC. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, look, A&M fucking got this, that. Like people were like, oh yeah, they suck, they lost.
I think it was because it ended at 2:30 in the morning Eastern time.
The game was just too late. That's the only reason why.
I did pass out drunk during the fourth quarter.
At 1:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
What kind of bitch made, dude?
Sorry, I was with Meg's family.
I would say let's take some bright spots from it.
Yeah. Fine. From the game or from the season? Because we can do the whole season.
Let's do the game. We'll talk about the season. Game, I think some of the bright spots, it was good to see Jade Walker go out making some big plays. Sad he's leaving. Kind of I wish him the best in the draft. Would be surprised potentially if he was drafted, but I think he'll be a great undrafted free agent pickup for anyone who gets him.
I agree with that.
Richardson starting, low-key.
There's no one, like, how is that in any way a bright spot of the USC game?
No, I'm just saying in general, UDFAs. I think the only bright spot from this fucking game was the fact that Marcel just looks like he's definitely going to be the guy for us, and we need to build everything around. We've already done it, so we can talk about the portal later. We need to, like, as if this was an NFL team, like, go all in on Marcel's next 2 years.
I mean,
fuck was that?
I'm sorry.
Was that a snort or a fart?
That was a snort.
Directly into the mic.
Marcel did make some plays, specifically the running touchdown to take the lead again. That we shouldn't have lost in the first place, but he did make some plays.
I mean, Noah Thomas being a fucking giant red zone target is amazing. Like, if that becomes his niche next year, like if all the guys that they brought in end up like making all the big plays and splashy and all that, and Noah Thomas is specifically the red zone guy, and I think that'll be a good fit.
Doesn't Marcel kind of like, you can tell me if I'm wrong on this, but he has like the guy now, and it wasn't necessarily like that before. He walks around looking like how Lamar looks. He's in control. Everyone believes in him. He's got the eye black on. It's sick. And it's like, okay, this is a guy we can get behind for years to come. And it felt like there's a weight off him not having Connor there too.
We're not doing this, bro. We are not endorsing a quarterback again.
Just let it play out. Let's
let him add some fucking meat on his bones, bro. I want him to.
All I'm saying is he has the look.
Let's let him win more than fucking 8 games.
1 out of 5 games. Yeah, let him win more than 1 out of 5 fucking games. Jack.
Okay, yeah. So hold on. Just to be devil's advocate, I saw this narrative from obviously a Longhorn hater account, but kind of crazy to think about it. It was like A&M is like, what were we like? When did Marcel officially take back over as starter? Were we like 6-1?
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, 6-1 Texas A&M like runs their, like inexplicably pulls their 5-star quarterback in the middle of the LSU game, comes back, and their replacement quote savior goes 1-5. I think that's total bullshit, but a crazy way to think about it, just because we did finish 1-5 from that point.
I was about to say, how do you think that's bullshit if that's what happened?
Okay, yes, but when you say 6-1 Texas A&M, Marcel Reed had 3 of those wins.
Yeah, and the 1-5 needs a lot of context, in my opinion.
Okay, hold on. We're not doing Bryce Young talk.
It does. He scored 40.
I was about to say, this feels awfully fucking familiar.
No, but let's talk about this.
It's not good enough. So you'd agree that 1-5 is not good?
I would say that if the Texas fans are trying to use that as like an angle against Marcel, you have to look at the games. What were the games that he went 1-5 in? They were all games where he balled. And like the Auburn game, we put up 42 points. He brought us back in that game. He brought us back in the South Carolina game.
Triple overtime.
We didn't lose because of him in any of those games.
I mean, we had 0 offensive touchdowns against Texas.
I mean, Texas is Texas, though. They're a good team. Yes, he didn't help the fact, but I think he was also tipping his pitches in that game, which that's a thing that needs to get fixed. Goddamn.
Let's not put any context to it. It's 1-5. And
You were the one that just said that
No.
This is ridiculous because you're just being contradicting now, and you don't want to get caught in this on the live recording. You were trying to put context on the 1-5. That's what you're setting the conversation up for, and then you realized that
That's
it was
not
stupid.
what I said. Like, okay.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll move on. There were ups and downs. I think we have optimism, but clearly we have no other option. Wegman is gone. So Marcel has to be the guy.
Who's that guy from Michigan that we got?
What do
He
you
was like a 4-star that we picked up like the day that Longstreet left.
Long ass neck, dude. I don't remember his name.
The skinny guy. He looks like white Jaden Daniels.
He's 17 though, or 16.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Okay.
But okay, so yes, we don't have to go full in on Marcel
Brady
like we
Hart,
did with
number
Connor.
6 quarterback in the rankings.
We don't have to do the Connor thing that we did for Marcel, but I think Marcel, like, arguably has more of like an actual body of work than Connor did going into when we were hyping him up. And we were hyping up Connor because everybody else was so bad before him. Marcel is just like, you see the potential there that he could be Lamar Jackson. You see the potential there that he could continue to just be what he is right now. And if he is what he is right now next year, then that's not going to be good enough. But if he, but the potential for Lamar is there. That's what I'm saying, right? Do we agree on that? If he plays how he played this year, next year, he sucks.
It just depends how they treat him. Like if they try to make him go away from like, it's still college ball. Like I get it, you have to be able to sit in the pocket and make your reads and throw the football, but like he's going to be a running quarterback. Like if you're trying to limit him from running, like you're taking away half his game. And I feel like that's a mistake that they're going to make next season.
But he needs to be able to throw the ball. I mean, look, he had a decent season. We're happy with him as a starter, but we're not going to give him any nicknames. We're not going to crown him as like coming up as the next GOAT. Let's just let it play out.
Would be sick though.
What's wrong with saying it could be sick?
Yeah, it could be sick if I slammed your mom. Like, okay.
Could be sick if my grandma gave me $18,000 for Christmas.
What's the point of watching sports if you can't sit there and be like, damn, this might be sick?
It's all sports is. It's like, what if this was like, oh my.
Yeah, that's the whole point of sports. That's why you watch sports. Because if you watch sports in another way where it's like, damn, this just sucks, then why would you watch them? Because you wouldn't keep watching if you didn't think that it would get better.
Let's not get unrealistically hopeful. All right, let's get to the season recap. I think we talked that game to death.
You're gonna have to edit that part out, bro. Straight up. Dave listens to this.
All right, I'll mark it. So the debate, the roundtable debate, is who is it more important to move on from, Colin Klein or Jay Bateman? Or is it an Elko problem? Is firing the answer? Are we going to fire anyone? Is part of the question. I think let's let Tom Ag weigh in first, and then we'll dive in.
No, dude, you have to fire. You got to fire at least one of them. My personal
You can't
opinion,
fire both, in my opinion. I think that's crazy.
I don't think you could fire both just because
that's a coach problem.
Yeah, like there's nobody available, and you're trying to bring in defensive guys right now. Offensively speaking, Klein's got to go. Regressed from Jimbo's offense, if that's even fucking possible. I just don't like Colin, the name, either. So every time I even think of this fucking guy, just pisses me off. Watching his offense, you saw they came out in what, an 8-person box, and his great fucking genius was to run an inside zone right up the fucking middle. Like, what the fuck are we doing? We can't get a 4th and 1 to save our life. Like, dude, the guy's dog shit, dog water. Needs to be fucking thrown in the trash, never to be recycled again.
Let's talk about that really quick, though, that one play. So we were getting shit online or I guess the conversation online was like, this isn't like his play call. His play call is made before they see what the formation is in front of them. Yes, that's correct. So either you're not teaching your quarterback checks, you don't trust your quarterback to make that check, which is an offensive coordinator problem, right?
That's very possible. Marcel's a freshman, dude. Like, that's very possible. That's very possible.
But that's fundamentally an issue for our team. It's like if you have 9 people in the box and your quarterback's not allowed to see that and check out of it, we're fucked. Like, why would he not be able to at this? I mean, I understand
quarterback who's his first year into this system, who's started 7 games, maybe. Like, that is not that surprising to me. That the freshman QB is not getting to make a check on a 4th and 1 play in a huge game to go to the SEC championship. That's not that surprising to me.
Well, I'm not saying
do I agree with it? No, but I don't think it's surprising.
Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. That's the debate, right? Is like he's calling that play before he sees the formation, so we can't get mad at him because of what was in the box. And it's like there's got to be an answer for that.
I mean, it's obvious that USC watched film. That's all I'll say. For how many times we've had that same fucking place stuffed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, keep going.
No, personally, am not that worried about firing Bateman. I mean, if I'm Elko, I'm a defensive coach. Like, at worst, what I would do, because defense was solid for most of the year, what I would do is I would take over as play caller, because it seemed like he did that every second half and just was letting it ride the first half, and then we would like be totally shut down the second half. It's like, dude, just be the play caller full time, call it a day, and then fire Colin Klein. That would be beautiful.
I don't think that's the answer for a couple of reasons. Every time a coach is like taking over play calling, that's like kiss of death, first of all, just in general. Second, I don't think the play calling was the issue, at least based on his press conference, because he's saying we're not calling prevent defense at the end. We're rushing 4. We're playing straight up like zone coverage, rushing 4.
Bro, don't make me go Jimbo Fisher, bro. We just didn't execute straight up. Our guys did not make plays. We lost.
But he was saying they don't know
of talent.
How to communicate. They don't know how to pass off zone.
Transfer portal players do not mesh well. They do not communicate well.
Yeah. So that was the conversation that he had after the game, which is why I think Bateman needs to go. Whether he's a scapegoat or not, it sounds like there were massive issues with like communication and chemistry in the secondary, and they got cooked all fucking year. There was no way around it.
But you'd rather have Bateman gone than
Yes, because I think that Bateman had more talent to work with than Klein did. And I'm not giving Klein a pass, but I'm saying if I had to choose, it would be Bateman. Because Bateman hasn't been good anywhere except for fucking Army. And everyone's like, oh, look at his Army stats. It's fucking Army, dude. Like, what are we talking about? It's Army. You're going against a fucking triple option every week.
Yeah, it's Division II football at best.
Dude, Army probably would have smoked us this year.
Probably. No. They would have ran all.
Shrek, what do you think? Who do we fire?
I think I got to go with Bateman, dude. I want to see Klein do something with talent or not, so then you can fire him. And considering that Mike Elko, like, I think most of the defensive guys would stay because if they came, it wasn't for Bateman, it was for Mike Elko.
No, that's fair. I don't think we fire anybody. I think that's my hot take. I think we fire 0 people and we just run it back.
You saw the press conference, right?
No, I saw it. I don't think we fire anyone.
I think it would be crazy if he said all that shit and didn't do something. And I feel like he's getting a lot of pressure.
Like, what are we waiting for?
Not necessarily. They might be just figuring out like what it would do portal wise, like player wise, politics, all that stuff before they officially like announce it or decide or who the replacement's going to be and all that.
Also, getting fired during the holidays kind of sucks.
True.
What? No, fuck that. Don't let them cash another fucking check in our name, dude.
But it's
dude,
Christmas.
Make him the scapegoat. Fucking drag his name through the mud. Tarnish his fucking reputation. I want heads to fucking roll. No, fuck that.
We're going to have to formally change our name to Texas 8-4. It's too funny. It's honestly, it's just too accurate.
That blackjack tweet was pretty funny, where Mike Elko was like sitting at the table playing blackjack. Someone quote tweeted was like, bet he's going to see that those cards are 8 and 5.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Bro, Corona guy, not impressed.
We don't know if we can.
There's no way that's his beer.
Don't know if it was his.
He would never be drinking a light beer. Also, are we saying that he should lose some weight? Are we saying he's
dude? It's crazy how every time we lose, there's like a message board thing that gets posted by one of those like aggregator accounts where it's like Mike Elko's such a disgusting slob. Look at him waddle around the sidelines like he dresses like a poor piece of shit. It's like.
Jesus Christ.
It's like Auburn blogging. I don't know.
He is pretty fat.
All right, let's do surprises and disappointments from this year.
I'll handle disappointments first. Let me.
He's also not jolly fat. He's like, it doesn't look good fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fat.
I think the LSU entrance was probably his biggest moment of like, whoa,
Yeah.
he's fat, but like kind of shifty. And then just fat. I also don't like the way he slaps players' helmets. It looks unathletic.
Yeah, he gives it a little like he's got the fat fingers and he just kind of
It's like,
little pop.
oh. All right. Disappointments and surprises. Start. Disappointments. Number one on my list, Noah Thomas. Kind of ass. Very ass, I would say. Just overall pretty trash the whole season. Congrats on the jump balls. You're 6'6". You should be bigger or better. Just overall extremely disappointing wide receiver room. I'm going to parlay that into a surprise. Jabri Barber had never even heard of him when he came in. Absolute baller. Potentially the best wide receiver on our team. Actually is best wide receiver on our team.
R.I.P. Cyrus Allen.
No.
Cyrus Allen had a catch against Ball State. It was like, all right. We're not playing.
Noah Thomas did have his best season.
What was it, 500 yards?
Yeah, not great. But we weren't really disgusting. A passing offense.
Bro, he just you can't just be a jump ball player. Like, come on, bro. He had 39 catches. You're supposed to be a wide receiver 1. What the hell is that?
Jabri Barber had 48 catches.
Yeah, and he didn't even start playing really until like week 6.
1 touchdown, long of 16 yards.
Let's go to Jabri Barber stats because I swear.
Oh, wait, no. I was looking at the wrong thing. 38 catches, 381, 2 touchdowns. He actually had 1,000 yards last year.
You know what his first game was? South fucking Carolina.
That was his first game?
That's the first game he had a catch in.
Is that right? Are you sure? Are you looking at this?
That might just be recent. I might be wrong.
Yeah, he played in Florida.
Still, bro. Still.
Hey, Agjack. Zach Ertz touchdown, bro. Sorry about it.
Nice moan there, Agjack, Fat Jack.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's on me. That's actually was just incorrect. But it didn't. The see all button was not clear.
I don't hate Noah Thomas, but yeah, he could have been way better.
I don't hate him. He just was super underwhelming. He was supposed to be our stud wide receiver 1. Fuck was that?
Yeah. Are we gonna? Let's all do our disappointments first. Yeah.
All right. Des Ricks.
Oh yeah, you go.
You stat watching, bro. Like that's like you. Oh, you would not have said that before this week.
All right. How about this? I got you. Nick Scorton. So I know he's going to be. Look, he's going to be a first-round pick and everything like that. But you're looking at the former Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. Again, another stat watcher take here. Go and look at his stats from when he played in the Big Ten. He put up half of the stats that he actually put up in the SEC. Honestly, not that great.
Is he going to be a first-round pick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's like top 10 still, isn't he?
I don't know about that. He's probably top like 18.
I don't know if he's going to be a first.
What's your surprise, Tom Ag?
Okay, wait. Sidebar. Hilarious that Shador was wearing the Giants cleats in the bowl game.
Is that what I didn't understand where that came from. I must have missed that.
Yeah, he was wearing Giants cleats in the bowl game.
Damn, bro. They have him going to the Niners at pick 11. That's crazy. God, bro.
What were you going to say, Jack?
It was just hilarious how he's like, I'm going number 1. Like, there's no way I fall past 1. And then the Giants win today. So now it's funny that he might get drafted by someone else and he wore the Giants cleats.
Bro is not going 1.
He should
especially after that performance against BYU.
Respect my culture, bro.
Okay, my disappointment is Torian York. We thought he was going to be the fucking guy, and he was just mid all year. Are you raising your hand?
So I got an argument for Torian York here. Was the defensive captain. Also, the dude talks a ton of shit. Mm-hmm. Love that about him. Also, I think I'm going to blame this on the transfer portal too, because we brought in a lot of players on the defensive side of the ball who do not know how to communicate that well, which one makes sense for the terrible defensive play, but also that's going to take reps and take plays away from Torian York in terms of tackles, in terms of stats. Doesn't mean he's less productive.
I felt like he was less productive. He looked good at the beginning of the USC game, but like he just didn't pop off the screen like he did last year.
He made the big play against LSU, but again, they lost 4 games in a row and are completely irrelevant. Fuck you, Tiger vibes.
I thought that we were going to be like, damn, he's one of the best linebackers in the SEC this year. And it didn't really feel that way.
I mean, he's still just a sophomore. I feel like you kind of have to grow into that. People say sophomore slumps are totally fine, and it's like a good trajectory to be doing that. So
yeah, no, Thomas is a junior.
Yeah, they don't talk about junior slumps. Like what?
They might, or at that point, you might just not be good.
Probably, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure.
I think Billy was making an innuendo there regarding C.J. Stroud.
No,
thanks for explaining to the crowd, Shrek.
I'm looking at mock drafts, dude, and like a lot of them have Shamar Stewart going over Nick Squirtin, and I fucking love that, dude.
Dude, it's because Shamar is like a lunatic. So it's one of those. It's like Jalen Carter. It's like people are like, damn, he's fucking so good, but like he might be fucking insane and get you like 2 15-yard penalties a game.
Why do you think he's insane, bro?
I guess you just don't know the ball.
He did. He caught a couple personal fouls this year.
Like one a game.
That wasn't warranted, bro. Just saying. All right, was that your surprise? Wait, who's your surprise, Tom?
Well, I thought we were doing disappointments first.
Okay, I blew my load. Good.
Shrek has to do disappointment.
My disappointments was having both Ruben Owens and Le'Veon go down, bro.
That like doesn't count as.
Yeah,
that does count.
Yeah,
you have to say
you had two premier guys.
You could just say EJ Smith. That's okay.
These players make millions of dollars. You could shit talk them, bro.
You can just say EJ Smith.
I mean, there's a lot of disappointments. You could just fucking pick a position group wherever you want to go.
You could just say Colin Klein.
You could just say Connor Wegman. You can just say fucking the Shamars.
Yeah.
And
wait, Connor Wegman.
Damn, bro. How are we missing that one?
Yeah, like
Bro,
that was. I think we just let ourselves forget about that. But like that's what I'm talking about, dude. Like, you know, Tom's on here fucking shit talking Nick Scorton, and it's like, bro, like we had both Shamars. Those guys were supposed to be hit. Like they were supposed to be like, oh my fucking god, it's the fucking purple people eaters or whatever the fuck you call badass.
No, they kind of balled out, bro. I don't.
That's what I'm saying, but like it was supposed to be like that every game, no matter what. And there were a lot of games where they were just non-factor.
You're right. The thing about Wegman now that we're separated and he's gone, he has like negative aura. Like, have you ever watched his videos, like where he talks and stuff? Like the one where he's like,
bro.
No, but obviously that one. But the one where he just did like the introduction thing, and he's like, "Go Cougs! Yeah, I'm here. I'm Connor Wegman," and it's like, oh, man, what happened?
He can't do black voice anymore. What the fuck are you talking about?
Did you like just figure out what like aura meant today? I'm just curious. This is two things in a row.
What was the other thing?
You said, does Marcel have the aura of a starting quarterback?
No, he just has vibes.
Okay, I just wanted to see if you like saw that somewhere, but that's all right.
No, it's just what's going to come up when we're talking about it. Like Wegman, clearly not the guy. Lost his mojo.
I mean,
he got the yips for sure.
He just seems like a mental midget. Like he freaks out every big game.
Surprises.
I already did mine.
I'm going to say Le'Veon Moss. Shouldn't have been a surprise because Shrek was talking him up from CFB 25. And we were like,
dude, how did they know?
No ball.
And we were like, no, dude, like
week one, that was immaculate, bro.
He had been slow. He had bad vision. Like he just never had popped off. And then, my God, this fucking year, dude, he was like a fucking bull, dude. Every time he got the ball, just running people over. Yeah, I mean, I was just shocked. He was such a difference maker. And when he went down, it obviously killed us. I think that the fact that he didn't enter the draft is actually very underrated for next year. Because he could have easily entered the draft and he decided to come back. Another thing that might be indication that NIL is going to keep running backs in college for longer because they can make more money than getting drafted in like the 5th round because there's not a value for running backs in the NFL.
Is that way the freaking Le'Veon Moss monger, as you called him, can mooch off of his fucking productivity again, Colin Klein? Does that mean Colin Klein gets a fucking extension? I don't like that.
Merchant. I mean, dude, next year our running backs could be Ruben Owens, Le'Veon Moss, and whatever his name is, Armani. What the fuck's his name?
Amari Daniels. Armani, Jesus.
Amari turned into a nice little back at the end of the year.
For real, bro. He was just straight baller. You're just gonna discredit him and disrespect his ass, bro.
That's actually
like crazy, bro. I hope that he gets to hear this clip, dude.
Dude,
We literally,
just like
this
above
is
average
the
SEC back,
bro.
but you're used to Le'Veon Moss, so it's just
This is the
completely
same man that had to fucking sign an apology form for Amari Daniels' performance,
Facts.
and now you're calling him Armani. Crazy.
All right, Shrek, who's your surprise of the year?
I would say the O line. I think they actually did not half bad.
The O-line was ass. What are you talking about?
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They were supposed to be like really fucking bad. There was a lot of uncertainty. Like besides Trey Zune, like everybody else was meh, and like they were at least like middle of the pack. Like it wasn't as bad. That was
Bro,
surprising.
saying shit like that is exactly how we get to 8-4. It's like, damn, they were supposed to be fucking garbage, but they were actually just ass. So that was kind of surprisingly good.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, they could have been garbage, and then we could have been fucking 4-7 again.
Yeah, it's almost like they developed and they got better. So you should have like more hope that they would continue to get better at the same
They're still
pace that they
ass.
got better.
Like they're like, okay, so next year they'll be bad, and like that will be like, well, that looks like
next year they'll be good.
Is Trey Zune taking off?
Go ahead.
No,
Is Trey Zune, is he a junior or a senior?
I think he's staying.
Let's see.
You can't put us on the spot like that, Shrek. We don't know any of this shit.
He's a junior. Trey Zune's a junior. We need a stats guy, bro. We need Cowdog to be our stats guy.
Yeah, Cowdog's like our producer.
Stats guy.
Besantis is a
Cowdog looked that
sophomore.
up.
Crownover junior. Father Tree is a senior, but I think he's staying.
All right, Tom. Surprise.
Gonna go with another obvious one here. Marcel.
Yeah, that's an easy one. That's a layup.
That was a
We
layup.
really
It
even need
was.
to discuss
I'm not denying it, bro. It was a fucking layup. Chill.
I mean, he's kind of the GOAT for sticking with, like, if that was Kyler Murray would have transferred, for sure.
Yeah, because Marcelo's aura.
4-letter word. 4-letter word. All you got to say, bruh.
Fora.
No. Shut the fuck up. All right.
You know who has Fora? Armani Daniels.
I'm glad that was
Because he's number 4.
No, I hope they keep the silence in for that.
Silence is removed.
All right. I don't know if we need overall thoughts. I feel like we've done that already.
Well, that was the overall thoughts, but I will say we predicted this season to go 10-2 and host a playoff game. So we might be a year off on this because we were close to the 9-3 losing to Georgia in the SEC championship if Colin Klein wasn't a fucking retard.
We still would have
Love
lost
that for us.
Just a huge if.
Aggies New Year resolutions, go.
Fire Colin Klein.
Stop acting like we're a playoff team until it fucking happens.
Mike Elko lay off the chicken pot pie.
But the thing is, how can we, like, people online, like the Texas fans are like, Aggies always do this. They always talk up their teams and then they suck. And it's like, what are we supposed to do? Just say our team sucks when we're 7-1? What are we supposed to do? What is the expectation?
We were definitely put in a pickle this year. Like we had reason to have hope. Like normally it's kind of like, I mean, should you really be saying these things? But like we were first place in the SEC for fucking the entire time until we shit ourselves.
If we lost the LSU game, we would have had no hope. It would have been.
Yeah, for sure.
Just wanted to get that off my chest. I think New Year's resolutions, like I said earlier, build this thing around Marcel as if it was like a rookie contract NFL quarterback. Like bring in fucking everybody and force.
Make Marcel read Bryce Young, please.
No, just stop. Just stop trying to railroad this shit. Like just bring everybody in and like make it a situation where it's too good of an offense for him to fail and for Klein to fail. And
Klein will fail with any kind of offense.
Well, the New Year's resolution should be fucking use your receivers, bro. Like that's what it should be.
Or perhaps a tight end. Perhaps a tight end before the bowl game.
No, Trey Watson entered the draft, bro.
No, we still got Theo, bro. We still got.
Where's Donovan Green, bro?
Yeah.
Did he stay?
What happened? Where is he?
Damn.
Let me see. He's still on the team. Did he get hurt again this year, or does he just suck?
He's only a sophomore.
I think he was still recovering from an injury this year.
So Moose also entered the draft. Moose and
No, we don't need it. I don't want to talk about this. It's such a waste of time. He's such a bum. That should have been the biggest disappointment of the year. Moose Muhammad, bro.
Wait, Moose went to the transfer portal or the draft?
Draft. I think he's just out of eligibility.
So Trey Watson.
Just,
I bet the Panthers will pick him up.
Bro, you can't just like announce that you're like graduating college and you've like signed as an accountant.
That's how it goes now. Everyone that graduates is like, I'm entering the draft.
Then he went a year early too.
Yeah, he didn't even want to go like portal and ball out somewhere. He was like, fuck that.
Well, I'm sure his dad was like, hey, I'll make sure you get a spot somewhere. You know, either Chicago or Carolina.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Undrafted spot, I'm sure.
Dude, on the Panthers, anyone can get a spot.
100%, bro. Like, you don't think they're gonna at least give him a shot when your dad was a Hall of Famer for that team?
Not if he's a douche.
I'm sure they will.
Jalen Coker, starting receiver. God damn it, Terry McLaurin, get your fucking shit together.
All right. What else we got? Do we need to go through the Heisman update, or do we cover that?
Shrek wins because he knows ball, and because I think I wanted Gianti, but 2 people had already picked him. So
I would like to just go back to Week 1, 2023. There's a younger Billy just watching ball, watching the Colorado TCU game, just using his fucking giant brain, and says,
like, "Wow, it's a number one."
Travis Hunter, this dude could win the Heisman for sure. Oh, he was ahead of his time. Oh my God, he's a fucking genius. Oh, he was clowned for having such a bold opinion. Here we are, 2 years later, undeserved, absolutely, but nonetheless, he still won that Heisman. Just saying.
Because there weren't any other good players.
Bro, it completely fucking like derailed what it means to be a Heisman. Like, I feel like this year really just like proved it's a medium fucking
Instagram Heisman for sure.
Like, unfortunately, the Heisman is dead. All those like voting things are like totally dead now. Like,
dude, the people that vote for the Heisman are like the people that win the Heisman in the media. So it's either people, it's basically driven by online because that's all they see. Like, think about the players that won Heisman, like relatively recently, are in the NFL. They're not watching college football. They have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Ball, bro. What do you mean?
What? They're not sitting around watching all the games being like, yes, like, where's my Heisman vote going to go this year? Let me stay up and watch Boise State, and let me watch Colorado play Iowa State. Like, no, that's not happening.
Valid.
I mean, bro, if you watch the highlights, like, I could tell you Genty's better. I don't know. I hope Genty goes off for like 200 yards in his CFP game just to stun on these hoes. My take is over. His line's only at 125. Disgustingly low for Genty.
All right, so for Buckets of the Week, I lost. I'm going to have to do the...
No,
spreadsheet
merchant.
Without the spreadsheet, you lost. Took the man away from the spreadsheet and he's cooked.
I think I just picked really badly.
That is typically how you lose, yeah.
But I did win last year, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I fucking had an immaculate October, dude. That saved my ass.
No, I was like, you were about to have the Locktober belt, but you missed a pod. So you didn't
So I was in first place last year. Billy was in last place last year, and then Billy was in second to last place this year.
Yeah, it's called improvement, bro. Everyone knows that's improvement.
Right, so you're developing. So next year,
that's showing potential that I could be better. That I could be the GOAT someday.
Don't you think you would have more hope now that you weren't last place again? Because if you were last place twice, you'd be like, "Damn, it's over for me."
Hey, just look at me in our fantasy league, bro. 2-time Sacco, might be a 2-time champion, bro. We'll see. Damn. You either win big or you lose big.
I low key won the Sacco Bowl 2 years in a row. No one mentioned that, but
I don't know if that's a celebration moment. Honestly,
it's not. It's not.
Like a flex.
It's not a flex.
You know, Manjit always flexes that. Like, dude, I'm fucking king of the Sacco Bowl. Like, oh,
yeah, because he wants to deflect. He's like, please don't hurt me, please.
No, he actually beat me in the championship the first year, and then beat me in the Sacco Bowl the second year, which was devastating.
Are you guys gonna order me the 1-chip challenge or what?
Where the fuck are we supposed to get
Sean Gregg actually found a link for it that works.
I don't really think I want that, bro. Like, I think we'll have to figure something else.
Or it could be a different, like, it has to be confirmed, like, safe though.
Hey, you know what we gotta do next year? That way,
safe,
like,
bro,
instead of like forced gastritis through a 1-chip challenge, why don't we get a cleanse? You'll have to drink like a full-on laxative if you're last place live on the show.
Why?
Bro, do you work in the medical field? Gastritis? Is it the fancy word for your tummy hurts, you little bitch?
Hey, you know what? Do it with him, Tom.
No. The funny part about doing the 1-chip challenge live is that I'll be like struggling to try to.
It probably wouldn't be that funny. It probably would just be like sad to watch.
It would honestly be painful.
It's just I was something to think about doing while we were on the stream.
No, like I feel that it just. I don't think we. All
right, if you think of something better and you guys want to vote for it, whatever.
All right.
Okay, so
we'll get in our bag.
Cringe fest. Let's catch up.
Oh, I kind of have a cringe fest. It's more of a what's peeving. more than it is a cringe fest. But insane. If you were to land in the Las Vegas airport, and honestly, thank God it happened. If you were to land in the Las Vegas airport, you're thinking, fuck yeah, dude, I'm about to fire up FanDuel or Fanatics or ESPN Bet or any of that. No, it's actually not possible. You are not able to online gamble in the entire state of Nevada. Unbelievable.
That's weird.
No, so the thing is, you can yeah, sure, MGM Bet MGM is online, no problem. All you have to do is fucking drive to the strip and show them your ID in person to be able to deposit money into your account. Actually, fucking ridiculous, insane Vegas like gross pull. It's like, dude, congrats on like your monopoly over Nevada, but like let's allow some FanDuel shit in here. That's my cringe.
wild.
That's crazy.
Saved me a lot of money though, low key. Thank God, because I was about to throw the house at A&M -4.
Yeah, I was fucking after our first touchdown. I was like, dude, this is wraps. Like, we're gonna smoke these guys. And I watched that quarterback for a couple series. I was like, it's over. And of course, once I threw a bunch of money on them, they just get cooked.
Why would you ever bet on A&M, bro? Why would
Because I just wanted it to fucking happen.
You should have known as soon as we saw the line move 2.5 points toward USC that we were going to lose that fucking game.
It did feel weird.
Dude, the voice of the player who smoked us, zestiest thing possible. I don't know if y'all saw that video.
I saw your tweet actually.
It's like Carl Anthony Towns, or worse.
Wait, what is it? What's cooking, right? That's the online one?
Cringe fest.
Cringe fest. Fucking Travis Hunter's girlfriend, dude. I mean, I know it's already kind of died down a little bit, but holy shit. Like, imagine having the moment of your life just ruined by your girlfriend being a dumb bitch. And then you're like a cuck that defends her. So now, like, you're just the unearned Heisman cuck.
It's like gotten worse.
Did anyone on BYU end up wearing that shirt for warm-ups?
What was the shirt?
It was the picture, the dude who had his girlfriend in the music video, like,
yeah,
was like selling shirts with that picture on it. Which
wild.
would have been so sick. If it's anywhere but BYU, I feel like somebody would have been wearing it. But BYU, it's like they're just too Mormon for it. I don't know. Doesn't feel right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the Travis Hunter girlfriend thing, to me, I'm like, okay, it's not even his girlfriend, it's his fiance, right?
Yeah, and she's also very mid. She's not even hot.
Well, regardless of that, because they could still love each other. It's just like
beauty's in the eye of the beholder, bro.
Bro, he literally hit she is very beautiful to me.
I mean, that's his decision, bro. But part of it is like, hey, listen, like, you're getting cooked online. It's becoming a distraction. She clearly, like, this is embarrassing. Unless you already knew about this shit and you were cool with it for whatever reason, that's embarrassing as fuck. I hope that there are people that step in and are like, hey, bro, you're about to make a lot of money. Like, do not attach yourself to this.
Yeah, I'm honestly there. I didn't want him to win the Heisman, but I don't want him to get, like, fucked out of his bag, you know?
Do you think she's going to go
Cringe Fest is perhaps people with the temperament of like an Adam Schefter or Ian Rappaport saying like, oh, like he's trying to get his bag. I don't think that should be said. Like, I just think you should just say money or payment. I just don't think there's any reason for you to be referencing a bag.
You just hate everybody, bro.
Like, what are you saying? He needs his bag. Like, he doesn't need to get it. Like, don't like fuck him out of his bag. Okay. Like, I'm sorry.
Did you guys watch the Aaron Rodgers documentary?
No, I refuse to watch that.
Oh, you got to go watch it. It's crazy. Never mind. But it's crazy. Really illuminates a lot about him and the way he thinks. And
did they talk about the ayahuasca?
Yeah, it's like they follow him into an ayahuasca retreat and you like see the whole thing.
Did they talk about him getting absolutely shit on by buffalo for fucking 4 hours?
That happened today, right?
Yeah. That was crazy, bro. And then Tyrod goes in and scores a touchdown like immediately after?
Yeah. I was just reading because apparently in his press conference he said that he told the coach to put Tyrod in.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean, if he's that ass, he's washed, bro. It's time for him to retire.
Yeah. Anyways, Cringe Fest. Let's talk about the aliens, bro. The drones. We have a conversation.
I'm actually game. All right.
I'll be right.
Drones over New Jersey. Billy just doesn't want to admit that they exist. He thinks they're all airplanes for whatever reason. I saw some in Houston flying in formation. It was crazy. You could see, like, I poked my head outside the car It was not an airplane. It was like 5,000 feet above the street, and it was like making drone sounds, like the buzzing sound. And they like 4 of them like flew over my car in like 5 minutes. So what do we think?
I mean, obviously they're the U.S. government's pretty obvious there. What country, one, can afford that many drones? And two, like, what if they aren't our drones, bro? Isn't that fucking terrifying?
Yeah, I think they're ours, but it's like, what are they doing with them? That's the question, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know what they're doing with them, but they're definitely ours.
Are they looking for a nuke? Are they getting ready to defend aliens? They're getting us used to the idea of stuff in the air.
I like the theories coming out. I do like the theories coming out. I think that's good shit.
I
listen to some of the
showed
stuff
my
on Rogan.
father-in-law the video you sent that was definitely a drone who was in the Air Force for like 20 years, and he said that's absolutely a plane.
It wasn't a plane.
It wasn't a plane. Okay.
You're just like, look at this plane. Like, look at this. It's a plane, right?
Dude,
and he's like, yeah, it looks like
you're filming every plane you see in the sky.
It's time to get help.
It's time to get help.
I just explained it. They literally, I was poking my head outside. They're making buzzing sounds. They're like 5,000 feet above the ground. They were flying in formation. There were like 4 of them that went above our heads. I pulled my phone out at the end.
You like legitimately sound like a dumbass saying that. Like, I don't know.
So you just think that drones aren't real? Like,
no, they like, okay.
No, but explain yourself. Like, why are you trying to combat this? Like, why are you trying to say that I didn't see
the video you sent me was of a plane. Like, it was clearly.
Why would I? It wasn't a fucking plane.
It was of an airplane like landing. Like, it was like so clear. But that's okay, dude.
It just wasn't like you weren't there.
They're probably coming for you, if anyone, because you're onto them.
Yeah, bro. They're gonna get your fucking Jewish schmeckles.
They're coming for the schmeckle.
I just don't know why. What reason you would have to be like, oh, like you didn't see a drone?
That's what I'm saying. I have
a
reason
drone
because it's clearly the only reason would be it's clearly not.
You can go look at the video on AgJack.
I
posted it.
I saw it.
I posted both videos on AgJack.
Did anyone say, "Wow, this is surely a drone"?
Yeah, people were like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Damn, that's crazy. This dude's filming every fucking plane over.
You're probably on a list somewhere, bro. No fly list.
Probably.
I mean, Tom knows that they're drones.
Bro, I'm not a drone denier like Billy is.
Being a drone denier just doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't even understand what you're trying to do. You're just like, oh no, bro. Like, they're just airplanes. Like, what? No, they're not. They're not airplanes. But it's like, why?
Okay, let's move on, please. What's cooking? Anybody got anything? Oh, I actually have something cooking. I actually have cooked. I experienced something new for us Texans. It was crazy. Went to a Buffalo Bills game in 5-degree temperatures. Fucking insane. It was Bills Patriots. Kind of an ass game, actually. Pretty stank, but nonetheless, insane experience. Saw a dude jump through a table and everything. Had legitimately 6 layers on. And the craziest
that was a plane. Hey, you didn't see a dude jump through a table. It was a plane.
Yeah, no, it was probably a drone who dropped him. The craziest part was, unfortunately, my wife was so excited to see her friends at the tailgate that they just kept ripping shots that not only did she sleep in the stadium in 5-degree temperatures through the entire first quarter, but then woke up to barf on herself in the stadium, which was crazy. So insane experience. Honestly, across the board, it was great. I was kind of thankful that we were going back because it was fucking freezing and the game was ass. But hey, all in all, it was a win.
Dude, that stadium is a high school stadium.
It is very small. It is very bitch made. But
dude, the concession stand setup, I don't like it either.
It kind of reminded me of Ole Miss's stadium. You haven't been to the Grove, bro? You haven't touched this?
But that sounds like
similar to the Rose Bowl.
What?
Similar to the Rose Bowl concession stand setup.
Yeah, just like old and like flat.
Yeah, flabby.
Anyways, what's cooking for me personally in my life? Shit, bro. I've become one of the lucky few that gets to watch one of their favorite teams get coached by Bill Belichick. Wow.
Oh my God, you
Bill
fucking
Belichick took over Carolina football.
Dude. Jesus Christ with this stuff.
Yeah. But let's talk about it because
No.
It is awesome.
Not give him the time of fucking
day. Straight up. Okay, big whoop. He's not going to do shit.
It's objectively awesome.
Surely
it's a terrible hire, bro.
Surely he coached them to a victory in their bowl game. He didn't? Okay.
He didn't go. What are you talking about?
Doesn't care about the program.
Yeah, surely their best player on defense didn't enter the transfer portal after the bowl game.
I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't their best player on defense. It was his first start in the bowl game. But
Bro is
anyways,
deflecting.
retarded bias
hard.
bullshit aside, let's have a conversation about Bill in general in college football. Thoughts?
He's probably going to be asked.
Okay, so there is bias, very much bias. And if this was...
Bro, what are you talking about? Explain to me why. Explain to me why, Agjack. Give me reasons why he's going to succeed. He's going to have no fucking sense. He's just going to kick people out. He's not going to have the money to buy players.
Let me give you a parallel.
He can get a job in the NFL.
No,
so he's
Shrek. Let me tell you something. What if you were a football school and you were never good at basketball, but let's say that A&M
fired. Wouldn't spend the money on basketball. It's a woman's sport.
Listen to me. Let's say A&M fired Buzz Williams, and then Greg Popovich was like, "I'm taking the A&M job."
Greg Popovich in 5 years after he's been fired from the NBA.
Just stop with that. No, because Greg Popovich has already been through like the wash period. So
no, once he is fired.
No, I'm asking Shrek. I'm asking Shrek. Shut the fuck up, Shrek. If Greg Popovich took over A&M basketball, you would be interested, and you'd be like, "Damn, that's cool." All of a sudden, we're relevant in basketball. That's fun, and I get to be a Greg Popovich fan. You're already a Greg Popovich fan, but I get to be a Greg Popovich fan, which I never would have experienced otherwise if I wasn't a Spurs fan.
I mean, yeah, but then you're going to realize that he's not going to have fucking Tim Duncan or anybody of that caliber ever even sniff his campus.
Why not? You don't think the kids would be like, "Oh shit, let me go play for Greg Popovich for 2 years"?
That's awesome. Fuck no. Not if they're not getting paid. Like that.
What do you mean if they're not getting paid?
If they're not getting paid stupid amounts of money, they're going to pick the stupid amounts of money is what we're learning and what we're seeing. Like, that's why Bama is going to start to suck eventually. That's why they're all freaking out because they can't afford it.
About Bama's to suck. So now everyone's going to suck unless you don't have money.
Yes.
So Bill Belichick brought $25 million to their NIL.
That is the correct take, Agjack. You are delusional. Your Bryce brain has truly taken over.
Yeah, it actually has seeped through to college.
Like, I'm not saying he's going to be like...
You can't be excited about a program that's never been relevant before getting coached by fucking Bill Belichick.
We're in the Orange Bowl 3 years ago.
And they got fucking spanked.
Yeah, they've had 2 top fucking quarterbacks go to the draft like in the last 7 years.
So you're gassing up UNC now?
No, oh my God, this fucking guy, dude.
Like, this is crazy.
Dude, it's just like, it's Bill
I'm just saying he might win the ACC. He might play a playoff game.
Like, UNC's never won the ACC before, bro. Like, it's never happened.
Why are we discussing?
Okay, they probably won't.
I'm just saying, like, it's cool. Like, it's obviously cool.
Yeah, it gives some interest for sure. By no means is it like, oh yeah, they're gonna succeed now they got Bill.
No, well, it's not like everyone's like, oh, we're going to win national championships now, but it's like, oh, cool. Like, this makes football relevant at a non-football place. Cool.
No.
If we thought that's where your heart was initially, we wouldn't have gotten that huge tangent.
No, but that's what I've been explaining this whole time. You guys don't even let me fucking say shit. It's just like Deion at Colorado. No one gave a fuck about Colorado till Deion shows up.
Is this fucking heel knocks? No, this is ag knocks.
We're just talking about Belichick. We're just talking about Belichick in college football. It's interesting. They're going to try to make like a pro factory. It's different. It's cool.
I've had enough of it.
We would have had the conversation either
This is literally just a retirement plan so he can die comfortably knowing that he set his son up for a good life.
Yeah, that's
fine. That's fine.
Oh, by the way, and my son has to be the head coach.
Yeah.
That's
literally all it is.
He's going to like totally mail it in and be like, dude, I'm just going to smash my 24-year-old girlfriend on campus and like show up on the sideline and you can do all the coaching. I don't care.
Bro, could you imagine like now that you know that he's into that, like what it's going to be like going through campus? Like he's just like sorority row left and right.
Let him hit. He's a 65, 70-year-old man. That's fucking terrifying. He's about to get some like Epstein fucking Sandusky charges on his ass.
No.
Terry McLaurin is...
Billy did make one call 2 years ahead of time.
Goddamn. 2 years from now, Belichick with some type of sexual assault charge. Oh my God, we're going to have to keep his son as coach. Dang it. He's ass.
Why does it say Bijan?
All right, anything else?
I mean, no, it's just like we can't even have a conversation on the show. It's just stupid.
That was the most interaction you got out of me in the last like 20
Yeah,
minutes.
just don't say ridiculous shit and we'll be fine.
Okay, well, I guess
Next time we
have
see
a
each
word?
other, fucking Ajax gonna be eating a hot chip.
How long have we been recording? It's been an hour. You want to just wrap it? We'll do War Room for the national championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do War Room.
Yeah, let's do what you would spend.
I thought I
fantasy
just said
football
wrap it up
payout
and do
money.
War Room for the other one.
What you would spend your fantasy football payout money on. That's actually fantastic.
I was saying, should we do War Room this week or not? And you guys were like, yeah, let's do it for next week. And then you started to say War Room.
No, we're doing War Room right now.
I thought we were
You just
doing
want to do War Room.
Or we save it for next week. Who does that?
It's not next week. It's like 2 weeks.
All right. So, I think Shrek, you can start, given that you're probably the most likely to have any money to spend. What would you spend? Let's say the number is $500. What would you spend your $500 of fantasy football money?
My Spurs tickets. Go fucking watch what.
All right, moving on.
Go
Hey,
watch
for my whole
Wemby.
family.
What, Spurs tickets? That's what you're gonna
Yeah,
get?
bro. What the fuck? You don't like Wemby, dude? That's generational talent, not fucking Bill Belichick. That's something that's worth your fucking time.
A genetic mutant freak?
Yes. You wouldn't pay fucking $500 free that you got to go watch a giant fucking dunk of basketball?
No, that's like going to the circus, bro. The Rockets are clearly better and closer.
Yeah, at the moment,
I'd get
yeah,
plane
I
tickets.
agree. Yeah, Spurs tickets.
Damn. Got
I would
more
travel.
Mexican answers possible. Jack, you're up.
I would travel.
Where would you go?
$500? Where are you gonna go for $500?
To San Antonio, bro. What the fuck?
It would be like a credit.
Where?
It would just be a credit for whatever I was doing.
You see, I could have been stupid and said something like that. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to put it towards something else that I have
Oh, you have to ask me, like,
significant more
exclusive
money.
purchase.
Well, what are you doing for $500 to bring your family to a Spurs game and sit in the fucking nosebleeds? Like, what are we talking about?
Hey, you could get like
You
at
can
least
get the
second deck
nosebleeds for
there.
$500 is the Spurs.
Yeah, you probably get like top first deck probably. Jaden Daniels, my king, push him in.
No,
Dan of a bitch.
I'm gonna need that Terry McLaurin.
All right, so if you could actually give a real answer.
Maybe AirPods.
What?
Yeah, Billy immediately regrets this fucking stupid ass topic.
AirPods?
This is why it's stupid. Come on now. I would pay my bills. I would pay my utility bill.
Yeah,
For
$500
July.
ain't much, man. All right, I got you on this. There's these like adult like dog bed things.
Oh my god! Like
How did they just
human
fucking
dog
give
beds,
up a delay game?
the dog beds for humans, which are also known as beds.
Well, I got one of those, but these things you don't understand, dude. They're like a dog bed, so you could like deploy it like anywhere.
Okay.
When you say deploy, do you mean just like carry it out of somewhere and set it down somewhere? Or like do you
I mean,
press a
think about
button
it. You
and it
could
just
not
like
not sleeping on an air mattress ever again in your life.
How often are you sleeping on an air mattress?
I don't know, like twice a year.
Whenever he goes to his aunt's house.
damn, this gotta be one of the fucking shittiest war room topics ever.
Yeah, like, no, the topic
isn't
is
a war.
fine. Y'all are ruining it.
Okay, Billy, go get. Let's see the back to back.
Yeah, what's your awesome answer?
We got Spurs, we got travel, we got dog beds. What's next?
I would probably get a new driver, like a sick golf club would be cool, or like a new putter. Like that is what I would spend.
Why? That's just stupid. That's a waste.
What? I would hit bombs with it, hit fucking nukes with it. Like that would be sick.
Is there something wrong with your current clubs? Like, didn't you just get a new driver like last year?
$500. I'd probably get a putter or something, but like Scotty Cameron putter, new driver. That would be pretty nice. I think I could rock with that. I'm just saying. That seems like a more normal answer, is what I would probably say. Secondarily,
Actually, I'd put it on a Panthers future to win the Super Bowl next year.
yeah, you could do. I actually would probably say maybe my second one would be.
I call
Let's go.
holding on that.
That's a great hold.
Jesus.
I would say $50, $10 like tardlays, like 10, 15 leggers. I think that would be
Put it in
sick.
crypto. Hawk Tua coin.
No, I don't need to talk about Hawk Tua coin.
Whatever the next
Finish
one
out.
is gonna be.
Finish the fucking war. Finish your worst draft of all time.
You know what? Actually, we would use it to make an LLC for Agnox, or we could
Wait,
use
you're
it to
not
make
even up. Bro.
Agnox.
You're not even up. It's Tom. Go ahead, Tom.
All right, back up again.
This isn't a war room. This is a conversation.
Beers with the boys. I don't know. That would be cool.
Oh, was that Terry?
I'd say like, I don't know, new tires.
For $500, bro, you can get some fucking.
You get like 2 tires.
Yeah, I'll get 2 tires.
2 tires? Have you guys ever received a gift before? Like, what are you're spending it on tires?
What if it was $18,000?
See, now we're talking, bro. Now it's like.
I would buy like hella tires.
If it was $18,000 for me, I would definitely get Hawk 2 a coin.
Dude, you're gonna have to fucking cut this out.
Honestly, we should just cut out the whole war room and end it. Just end it with the thank you guys.
Yeah, maybe we should just fucking cut the rest out. It's kind
All
of
right,
stupid.
cool. I'm fine with that. Y'all are that was terrible.
All right, well, we're back. Agnox is back. We were gone for too long. We're going to be back for the national championship. Hopefully, we're not going to be talking about Texas in that game. Fuck them. Fuck their fans.
Fuck all 18,000 of those fans. God damn it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
God damn.